In today's video, we're going to be checking out a wearable 4K camera that is stabilized, model number EP7. So it looks like it is in a case, which is really nice, feels pretty sturdy. Do have a zipper, good zipper quality. And as we open it up, we can see all of the pieces that are included. So on one side we have the camera itself with all of the accessories. Now this is the kind that you wear on your head. So let's go ahead and pull out the camera itself. And this is what it looks like. We got function buttons, power, photo, video. The brand name here, it is 4K, and it does have a 2-axis gimbal. There's a little protector on the front. Underneath we have some specs, and also a little cover here for USB charging. And it does pop off. So it does have an internal battery that you charge. And on the other side here, we can see it says TF card, which is our micro SD card slot. And there's already a card in there. And it is a 64 gig ScanDisk Extreme. Very nice. So here we can see how it mounts. It has the standard 1/4-inch thread, which is really nice because you can mount this pretty much with any of your accessories. So yeah, it looks pretty good, pretty lightweight. Overall looks pretty interesting. And actually here on the very back there is a tab here that says HD, and what this is a micro HDMI output. So you can actually feed a live signal from here to a monitor. Now that's a pretty interesting option there. Alright, so let's see what else we have here. So here looks like we have a remote. And so if you're a distance away from the camera, you can initiate it with the remote control that's included. Very nice. You can do video or photo here. And they do have like this little rubber here that looks like pops off. So you could either, put it like on a keychain or something like that. Or it also includes like a watch type holder that this clicks into, just like that. And you can put it on your hand and use it like that, which is pretty cool. Quite interesting how they included this. And not only that, this little remote here has a micro USB charge port also, where you don't have to change batteries in it, but you just charge it. Seems like a great control to have. So let's see what else we got here. So we got an adapter for the micro SD card to a full size, and I guess the card itself wasn't here. A micro USB cable to charge and transfer data. Appears to be some kind of pieces. Looks like for cable management here and some other adapters, and I'm guessing this probably has something to do with the mounting. Check that out in a second. We also get a little cleaning cloth. I guess that's for the lens itself. That's interesting. And a pretty large thick manual here that explains, well, I guess it is a couple languages. Looks like English and Chinese, of how to use this little camera here. So let's go ahead and pull out these pieces here. So this looks like part of the band that goes around your head, and I like how they have everything pre-molded for every piece. So if you were going to put this away, you could do that. I mean, it is taking a bunch of stuff apart, I guess, but you do have that option if you wanted to carry it around. I almost wish they would have formed this already built, so that way you could store it in here when you're not using it or traveling. Technically what you could do is just pull this whole foam piece out and use it like this when you want to travel. Alright, so now looking at the instructions, let's see if we can quickly here figure out how this would go together. So it's probably pretty common sense. Looks like this piece here would just slide in. Yeah, sure enough. And then our other piece here also slides in, but I think before we do that, let's go ahead and mount the camera to it. It appears to go like this. Yeah, that looks like it's correct. So we do have like this little plastic bolt screw on it that looks like fits right in there. Sure enough, it does. And this is actually the tool to tighten it. Kind of see the little cutouts, and the tool fits on there, and this is how you turn it. You do have to line up this piece here, and then we can just tighten it up pretty good. Not too tight though, and that should lock it in. Now we can adjust it also. It goes up and down if we need to. And these little rubber things here actually go over this, looks like. So when it is going to be sitting against your face, well, actually it looks like it's sitting really close to your ear. But yeah, the little rubber just helps it when it's against your face here, or your head, I guess. By your ear, it's not, it's going to be nice and comfortable with the rubber. But yeah, simple as that. Now we'll just put it on, and this is how you wear it, just like this. You put it on, so this part goes to the back of your head, and then your ears are supported right over here on each side. And this is how you wear it on your head. So also these little clips are included. Looks like go somewhere here, and it appears to be like their cable management clips if you wanted to, let's say, run a USB power from the camera so you can continuously power it, I guess, on your head, because with the way it is, I think it only lasts about 40 minutes from fully charged. And speaking of fully charged, what we should do first is grab our USB cable, plug it into a power source, and let's go ahead and plug it into the camera, and it should start charging. I did hear some sound. Okay, so I can actually hear it talking from around here somewhere, so that's quite interesting. Alright, so here we have, looks like some lights that came on, and I'm guessing that it's indicating charge. So I'm going to let this thing charge up, make sure it's nice and full. Maybe brush up on the instructions here a little bit just to make sure that we understand everything and how it works. And we can see here the red indication is charging, and the green is that, I guess it's ready for video or photo. So we also do have the power button here. Okay, so when I plugged it in, it actually turned itself on. So I just powered it off. So the green indicates that it's on, and the red indicates that it's... So once it's charged, it's probably just going to go off, and that'll indicate that it's full. So also in the manual, we can see that we have an app we can download to use with the camera, and it's called OD Cam. And so I'm going to use an Android phone, and this is what it looks like. So let's go ahead and install it. Alright, so that's installed, but the first thing we need to do is connect our phone Wi-Fi to the camera, and you guys can see that it's done charging because the light is not glowing anymore, indicating that it's full. So let's go ahead and unplug it, close the little cover. So I'm going to go ahead and power it on by holding it, the power button. So the green indicates that it's powered on. Let's go to our phone and go to Wi-Fi settings. Well, actually guys, I missed a step. To turn on the Wi-Fi pairing, we have to click the power button once. And that's indicated by that little blue dot blinking. So now it's available to click in. You can see it's called EP7. So now we can go ahead and go to the app and open it. And we should be able to connect, allow the access. I guess we need to click this connect device. Alright. And there it goes, it's connected. It's actually doing a live feed straight from the camera through Wi-Fi to the phone. So yeah, you guys can see that wasn't very hard at all. So it looks like here we have the preview. We can actually zoom into it. I wonder if that's actually zooming while recording also, maybe. It's probably a digital zoom. Then here we have video, photo, and then the record button. So it looks like here we have two ways of looking at our files from the device or on your phone that you saved from the camera to the phone. And there is a little battery indication how much the battery the camera has here on the top. Record setting right now is at 4K 30 frames. So if we click on settings here, we can see we have quite a bit more options to choose from. So yeah, here basically we have quite a few options, including our frame rates. If we click on that, these are all the, I guess not just frame rates, but video resolutions also. But yeah, quite a few to choose from. Now, the best resolution will probably be the 3840 by 2160, 30 frames per second. So if you want the absolute best quality, keep it on what it comes with, which is the 4K setting at 30 frames. So it looks like we do have some time-lapse options and photo settings. Exposure also, if your exposure is a little off, you can adjust that here. And also if you need to format the card, you can do it from here too. So yeah, pretty nice, useful app here. And probably the best part is definitely this live view, and that you can initiate the record, which again is a nice feature, and they give you a lot of options, you know, to start recording. So that's cool. So let's just go ahead and click record here. So it starts recording, and I actually heard it talking, saying it started. So we'll stop it, and we can actually view it in the video section, and you guys see that I've already recorded some random stuff here. And it appears to be that you can't actually view it live because it's a 4K recording. You have to download it first. And if you click the download, okay, let's select the file, click download, it's going to actually download that file to your phone. Alright, so now that it's finished, we can go back and go to my files now. And here we have the file that we just downloaded. So if we click on it, it'll play it back. So yeah, even though you can't play them live from the phone, you can download it, and then if you edit on your phone, that's definitely a pretty cool little flow there, because you can have everything right on the device. So yeah, this is what the app is like. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention, that when you connect your USB like you would be charging it, if you were going to transfer the files to your computer through this cable, before this thing lets you read it, you have to push either the photo or the video button once, and it enters into a certain mode. So depending on what mode works for your computer, try either the video mode or the photo mode. So for my computer, which I'm using Mac, the video mode works, and it starts reading it, and it shows up on the computer through the cable, and this is how you can get the files quickly to the computer. Now, you could obviously pull the little micro SD card out every time if you want to do that, but it seems like it's easier to do it like this, and plus, you know, you're charging while you're pulling them out. So let's go ahead and unplug it, and it does auto shut off when it's unplugged, powered back on. So if we click the power button, the Wi-Fi comes on. If we want to turn off the Wi-Fi, click it again and it's off. So yeah, pretty simple to use and quite intuitive, and definitely a pretty interesting design and how it sits on your head.